make sure I have this. Wait, let me put this in. So I have a mic on, but I forgot to connect it. Okay. So hello collective, this is Tan from Artemis Oracle. I'm doing a collective singles love reading. This is only for people who are single, who are not dealing with anybody. They're completely alone, have no options, maybe healing, may have ended a relationship, maybe have been single for quite some time, but it's for only single energies. I'm not answering any questions. I say that in my pinned comment. I will not be responding to questions. I'm also going to put slow mode on just in case too. You know, I have subscriber mode on as well, so that may deter some people, but I think that might be enough. So I'm doing a singles love reading. So this is for anyone who is completely single. You have no options. You are not seeing anybody. Maybe you could be talking to somebody, but you're not in a relationship with them, you know. So I have some oracle decks here, and then I'm going to go into a mini tarot reading about it's basically going to be a 3-card spread with a focus, the block, and advice. Depending on if I feel inclined to, I may clarify each card. If not, then I'll just play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. So I'm going into the Tangled Love Oracle deck. What message? So these oracle decks are love oracle decks. So they could be mentioning something that you've experienced in the past, something you need to look out for in the future as a single person. So I hope everybody is having a great day. Okay, this is interesting because when I was doing the pre-shuffle, some of you, there may be somebody from the past making a resurgence, and I have a real reunion card coming out. Back for good, pure joy, soulmates reconnect. Okay, soulmates. So some of you, there may be somebody that you may be reconnecting with from the past. But once again, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. And I'm going into the Romance Angels deck. Let's see what it says. Got one card here. Trust. The situation is calling you to have faith. Okay, so I don't know if some of you have issues with trust. There may have been trust issues in the past and previous connections that you've experienced, and it's calling for you to have faith as you're, you know, putting yourself out there to meet someone new. Okay, now messages of love, oracle cards. Wow, perfect. New love. It just came right out. New love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. So in the beginning, we got the real reunion. So there may be some of you, not all of you, that may be reuniting or reconnecting with someone from the past, where it says back for good, joy, pure joy, and soulmates reconnecting. Yeah, soulmates reconnect. And then we have a new love or a recommitment for love is developing. Then we have the trust card. For some of you, you're going to have to trust the process. Some of you are going to definitely, I say, trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. But in order to do that, you have to remain emotionally balanced. Because when you're emotionally balanced, you're able to really read things, see things for what they truly are, rather than whatever your emotional state you may be experiencing that may skew your perception. So it's important for you to remain balanced emotionally so that you can think clearly and you can feel clearly. All right. But for some of you, like it says new love, some of you may be meeting a new love. Some of you may be reuniting with a past love. That's not for everybody. Please take the message as it resonates. I know some people don't want to be with someone old. They don't want to reconnect with anybody old. Then that's not your message. Just take the messages that resonate with you. All right. So now I'm going into the soulmate manifestation deck. What message does the singles that resonate with this reading or will resonate with this reading need to know? What soulmate message do you have for the collective? Got a card, partner. With our combined skill sets, we are going to be an amazing team. So this is a person that you're going to work well together. You're going to collaborate well together. You're going to share a vision. You're going to share the effort towards making a vision a reality. It's going to be like a partner in crime. Your partner in crime. Your Bonnie and Clyde type of connection. Okay. So let's see. I want to get some charms now. Just to see what you need to know. What messages, signs, symbols that you may be seeing that may relate to you. Okay. So we have the peace sign. Someone may like the peace sign. Someone may like actually have items that have the peace sign. Maybe a shirt, a t-shirt, maybe a pin. There could be somebody who is more like a pacifist. They don't believe in war. There could be someone who likes the 60s. You know, I'm thinking like the Beatles. They may like rock music, play the guitar, have musical talent in some way with the guitar showing up. Then we have a cat. Someone may have a cat. For some reason, I want to say sphinx, a sphinx cat, but it could be any cat. But the cat is also a symbol of independence and also the symbol of intuition, trusting your intuition. We have the Pegasus showing up, or a horse, a unicorn, if you will. So this person could be born the year of the horse. They could be a Sagittarius. We are under the Sagittarius blue moon, so that may be significant to you too. Some of you may be a Sagittarius or may like horses, like to go riding. Maybe you like to ride. Then we have Leo. So some of you may have Leo in your chart. You could be dealing with a Leo energy too. Leo season may be significant. Sagittarius season may be significant as well. Some of you may have a Leo tattoo or a cat tattoo or a lion tattoo. Lions can be your favorite animal. Pride could also be getting in your way. Is what's coming to my mind. Then we have a starfish. So some of you may live near a beach, like going to the beach. You may be going, I'm thinking Florida right now. So I don't know if any of you are in Florida or going to Florida or just anywhere where you may see animals or see animals. We have a cat showing up too, again. So some of you may have two cats, like two pet cats in some way. Maybe one of them just had a kitten, or one cat is older than the other. I don't know how that resonates with you. So please take it. But the starfish may be significant to you in some way. Now I'm thinking about SpongeBob SquarePants, you know. All right, so I'm going to start the spread. You know, actually, we really didn't get any much symbols. We got symbols. I'm sorry. We did get symbols with animals. So animals may be significant. Some of you may be animal lovers. Some of you may work at a zoo, know someone who works in a zoo, may like somebody who works in the zoo. Because we have the lion showing up with Leo. We have two cats. So someone may have a lot of animals, may live on a farm, may work on a farm. Also horses. We're a stable, a horse stable. I'm going to get some letters too. So we got the letter B. The letter B for bunny. We got the letter A for apple. The letter F. F for forget about it. The letter X. Well, some of you may be having an X return. Some of you may not like that, but that's what the cards are saying. The letter X, somebody's name could be Xavier or Xander or have an X in their name. Not many names have the letter X in it. So it could be somebody's name who starts with the letter X or has the letter X in it. Then we also have the letter N for nonsense. N. And the letter V for Venus. Venus. Okay, we got letters. Now I'm gonna see if I could get some signs with the dice, the astro dice that I have. Let's see. Perfect. Let's get some signs for the collective. This could be your sign, the person you may be dealing with sign, like in the future, if you meet this could be their future sign. This could be a significant season. If this is an ex that may be returning, a past love that may be returning that you do want. If you don't want, then don't forget about it. You don't have to take them back. You have a choice. You have power of choice. You have free will. Okay, so let's see what signs we get. We got Sagittarius showing up. I'm going to show it to you. Sagittarius. So we're under the Sagittarius full moon, and then we have the horse showing up. And Sagittarius is the centaur, basically the archer. But it could just be someone who likes horses. But I did mention Sagittarius. Sagittarius person, that could be your sign, their sign, or a significant season. And we're currently under Sagittarius full moon. We have Virgo showing up, so someone could have Virgo in their chart. And then let me get one more. Virgo came out again. Oh, Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh, you hear somebody? Did you hear that person coughing? Did you hear that? Okay, so we have Sagittarius, Virgo, and Aquarius showing up. All right, so those could be their signs, your sign, significant season, or even the months that those seasons take place, right? So Sagittarius is November, December. Aquarius is January, February. And Virgo is August and September. So summer, fall, and winter. Maybe significant seasons as well. Okay, so I want to know, when it comes to singles, since we do see somebody like somebody from the past making a resurgence for some of you, where you may be reconnecting with each other. Look at the card came out. Somebody you had some sort of ending with. So there may be coming a new event coming forward. You may be having a new beginning with them. But let me fix this. Okay, so the first card we have was the real reunion. So some of you may be reuniting from somebody from the past that you may have had a connection with. You may not have ended your connection on bad terms. There may have been something that caused a separation. Maybe somebody had to leave for school. Somebody had to leave for work. There was no bad blood between you and this person, it's seeming. But there may have been some sort of time and distance, because this reading is intended for single people. Okay, so this is for people who are single. But there may be somebody coming back for the past that you did have a relationship with, that you are going to be reconnecting with. That may not resonate with everybody, because not everybody wants an ex back. That's why I'm saying there's somebody you had like good rapport with, good connection with, a healthy connection. It's just the right person, wrong time type of situation for some of you, and that happens. Sometimes I'm just fixing these cards because some of them are in reverse and I haven't used this deck for a while. So I just want to make sure these cards are good. Okay, so with the trust card, there may have been some sort of issue with trust. Sometimes the trust issue can come from within, whether you're trusting your own judgment, trusting your intuition, or even just you having a difficult time trusting people in general. Maybe you've been betrayed in the past, and that's something that kind of causes you to put up a guard and protect your heart. But I feel like this is something that is going to take some time to work on, because trust isn't something that someone earns immediately. It's something that's built over time. You know, so for some of you, this could be, if it's a returning person that you wouldn't mind returning into your life, reuniting with, this could be someone that you already have established a level of trust with them. Now, with the new love or recommitment to love is developing, some of you may be meeting somebody new, somebody that you've never had a commitment with before. It could be someone you've never met before, or it could just simply be someone that you've never had a romantic relationship with. For some of you, it could be a friend, or it could be a friend of a friend. But whoever this person is, they're going to be someone that you and them will mesh well together. It just says, with our combined skill sets, we're going to make an amazing team. For some of you, this could be somebody that you can meet at work or that you may work with already. Some of them, like you said, I mentioned earlier, some of you may have a good rapport with this person. You may get along. You may work well together. But if it's not that type of thing, and it isn't always that. Not everybody does get involved in at work romances. They don't have at work romances or work romances, whatever the hell they call it. But it could just be somebody that you mesh well with them, that is very caring and compassionate, and just as much as you are. If you're embodying feminine water sign energy, because I did see the Queen of Cups showing up. You know what? I'm gonna actually clarify each of these cards, because I like where this reading is going. Okay, just so we could get some more information. I want to know what the real reunion is about, Spirit. Can you tell us about this real reunion? What's it regarding? Who is it regarding? What can we know about this real? How will this resonate with the person or people that this message is meant for? Okay, the first card that we have is the Knight of Wands. So some of you may have dealt with a fire sign energy. You may have fire sign in your chart. You may be young, exciting, you're someone who may be doing a lot of traveling, may have visited Egypt, maybe considering going to Egypt. Mentioned earlier, I mentioned Sphinx cat. So I did mention that when I saw the cat charm. So some of you may be visiting Egypt, maybe planning to go to Egypt, or maybe have Egyptian ties, or this person you're dealing with may be that. But there's a fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So there could just be someone who embodies that. There could be just someone who's really exciting, passionate, caring, fun, adventurous. Okay, what else? Yeah, like whoever this is, I think that for some of you, if this is a past person return, this is someone that probably has been doing a lot of traveling, and it may be tied to the type of work that they're doing. Because with the Four of Swords coming out, there's been some sort of break, some sort of rest, some sort of separation. Definitely a separation here, but this could be something that some of you may have been praying for, maybe hoping for, but I don't know if some of you have been waiting for this person to return too. For some of you. Then we have the Chariot card coming in. This card is also a card about traveling, moving forward. With the Cat's card. Hold on a moment. Hold on a minute. I have to take care of something. I am so sorry about that. One of my sons needed money for food. Okay. So I apologize for that. So we got the Chariot card. That's indicating that there's been some sort of travel, space, distance. But yeah, definitely someone's making a resurgence with this real reunion card, reconnecting with you. It's interesting that the Chariot shows somebody with their hand over their heart. So this person is excited about coming back towards you and excited to express their emotions to you, excited to see you. I just look at the way he is. It's like, yeah, he's finished his journey. His heart is full and he's ready to come back home is what I want to say. Whoever this resonates with. Okay, now I'm going to go into the trust card. What is this trust related to? What is this trust card related to? The situation is calling you to have faith. Don't allow yourself to fall into any sort of illusions, you know. It's interesting that the Five of Pentacles card showed up. I'm going to put it back in the deck, but I'm just going to show it to you. I think in the past, there may have been issues with finances, or there could have been an instance where you felt like you were left out on the cold. That maybe you've given your trust to the wrong people and they've hurt you. They've probably left you feeling abandoned, feeling unwanted, undesired. Is what I want to say, because we got the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups showing up. There may have been some sort of confusion in the past. And this could be where someone may have walked away from you, or you may have walked away from them. Some of you, if it's the real reunion where you're actually reuniting with somebody from the past, somebody had to make a choice that they felt like was best for them. But it ultimately left you feeling isolated, alone, sad. Even like looking back, I'm looking at the love that you shared with this person, or even whatever you've experienced. But if it's a trust issue outside of the real reunion where there's a lot of positive energy tied to this, for some of you, you may have been hurt so many times in the past that you felt like you feel like you can't really trust people because of how many times you've been let down in the past. Some of you may have needed to lean on the support of a friend to help you with mending your wounded heart, but there's a part of you that still wants to put yourself out there, that still wants to meet some part of you that doesn't want to give up on love. But it's a matter of you trusting yourself, trusting that you will make the right decisions and choosing the right people for you, and possibly learning from the past mistakes you made because of certain illusions that may have been created if someone may have been deceptive in the past, you know. And this is when I'm saying this is not about somebody from the past that has been deceptive to you in the past. This is a separate energy where you felt like, you know, trust has been a hard thing for you to give to others because of how much pain you've experienced in the past. How many times someone has been deceptive towards you, may have created illusions, may have treated you as an option and made you feel like you were abandoned, or may have even abandoned you, possibly broken promises. But that's the trust energy for some of you. This is a separate energy from those who have that, like, you may be reuniting with somebody that there is no bad blood, there is no negativity. It's simply like right person, wrong time. Okay, now we do have the new love card here, so this could be like tied to the real reunion card where it says soulmates reconnect. I'll show it to you. Real reunion, back for good, pure joy, soulmates reconnect, and then you have new love. A new love or recommitment to love is developing. I couldn't read it from the screen. So look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Queen of Swords. So some of you may have air sign energy in your charts. With the Nine of Swords. So some of you may have been very anxious from the past experiences that you may have considered nightmares of relationships, or nightmares of experiences, or pain, or however. It's like sleepless nights, anxiety, nightmares, overthinking, worrying. Some of you may be doing in this energy, but I'm gonna tell you now, with the Queen of Swords, she's like telling you to cut that shit out. You know, you will find freedom in the truth. Look at things for what they are, not what you want them to be. Don't create illusions. Don't focus on your fears. Focus exactly on what it is that you see and what it is that you wish to experience. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to be clear about what you will not accept and what you will accept. What are your standards? What are your boundaries? Are you willing to stand by your boundaries? Are you going to hold firm to your boundaries? Because the Queen of Swords has the sword. She's wielding her sword, but at the tip of her sword, I wish I could show you that card again. It's right there next to the Empress. She has the butterfly there. And it's like, for me, when I see this card, it's symbolizing like the truth will set you free. The truth can transform you. It can transform your perception of things if you're looking at things from a clear perspective. No longer having any confusion, creating your own scenarios in your mind that validate why you should not trust anybody, you know? When we meet people, we should look at reasons why we should trust them. And if we can't think of any reasons to trust them, then we know not to trust them. You know, but trust is something that definitely is earned. It's not something that you just give away, you know. So you got to sometimes give people the space, the time to prove that they're trustworthy. Now, I want to go into this new love card. New love. Tell me about this new love, how this may resonate. I got this card that came out. Nine of Cups. This person is gonna fulfill you. It's gonna be very fulfilling to you. You're gonna be very satisfied. You're gonna feel satiated. You're not gonna be in lack, basically, because you see, the person there with the Knight of Cups, he's being served. He's being given whatever it is that he is hungry for. He has a whole ass turkey with potatoes. He got like everything. So there's somebody that has. Like if I said, for some of you, this is a returning person, their heart is full. If I don't want to get into the intimacy part, but this person is looking forward to that, I would say. You're gonna be satisfied. I'm gonna say that much with this new person or the returning person that you do want to return where there is no bad blood. I have to keep repeating that just in case anybody comes in. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of passion with this person. With the Devil card right there and the two lusty bodies on top of each other, there's definitely going to be a lot of passion, a lot of connection, but there's going to be a lot of love too. A lot of love and a lot of passion, which is like a perfect recipe, you know. But you don't want there to be too much passion and not enough love. But you you don't want to have too much love. Well, is there such thing as too much love? I don't think so. But there definitely needs to be enough passion there too, you know. But what else about this new love? This person could be a Capricorn energy with the Knight of Cups showing up. This person is going to be romantic. They're going to be very expressive, open-hearted. They could have Cancer in their chart too. But the Knight of Cups, because they have the Chariot card. Chariot is Cancer energy. And we do have the Devil showing up, and that's Capricorn. But then the Knight of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. But then look at this. Yeah, you got the Knight of Cups. This person is thirsty for you. They're going to be thirsty. They're always going to want to drink from your cup. Is all I'm going to say. You know, look at that waterfall in the back. Okay. Use your mind, especially with this image here. You know, with the lusty, you know, there ain't nothing wrong with having a little bit of lust in a loving relationship. You know, we need to be attracted to our partners. You know, there may be times that we're not, you know, they may give us the ick sometimes, but hopefully not to the point where you're completely disgusted by them, you know. But this is someone that they have a lot of passion for you, a lot of desire for you, but they also have a lot of love. So, I mean, like, what more can you say about that? That's not a bad thing. Like I said, it could be water sign energy, but they could just be someone who's simply open-hearted, very expressive, emotionally available, very romantic. And will take romantic steps towards you. This person may be a Virgo. They may have been born the year of the snake. They may have been born the year of the dog. And we also have the stars showing up in the lantern, which is Aquarius energy. We did see the Queen of Swords. That's air sign energy with the Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. But we're currently in Gemini season, but it's also mercurial energy. So this person, I would say, has not, with the hermit energy, I don't think this person has been active. This person could be someone who practices celibacy or abstinence. They're two separate things. Look it up, okay? They're not one and the same. They're different, just so you know. So I feel like this is where the overflowing energy, the hand of the heart, the water, the romance, the passion, the lovely lust, loving lust is coming from. Now we have the partner card showing up. So let's see what this partner energy is. I saw the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, this is marriage, celebration, homestead, homecoming. Like I said, this person could have been traveling a long time and they may be coming back home. I said, I'm coming home, coming home. Is that Christina Perry? Take that as it resonates. That song came up in my mind. All right, so let's see partner. Tell me more about this partner for the singles, ready to mingles. For like, remember earlier we had the real reunion card. Now we have the nostalgia card, soulmates reconnecting. If this isn't a person that you have a soulmate connection with, and this is depending on what you believe, because everybody has different belief systems. If you believe in past life, this could be a past life soulmate, but this could also be someone that may have been from your past, from your childhood. Well, we have the real reunion. So it could be somebody that you could have been a high school sweetheart for you, but it could also be someone that you've known since you were a child. I don't know if this person was in the military. For some of you, you're married. Your spouse is coming back home. They may have finished up. They may be finishing up a tour. They may be finished with a tour or something, and they may be coming home, because I look at the Six of Cups and you see children running. And usually you see this when somebody comes home and they haven't seen somebody for a long time. So for some of you, you may be reuniting with your spouse who has been serving in the military. And if that's the case, I thank you and your spouse for your service, because that's a sacrifice you're making too. To pick up this, to make up for what your spouse is missing out on, For some of you, your spouse may be coming back home from the military, and they may have finished a tour. They may be finishing, like they're already done. They already did their serve. They already served. Now they're finally coming home. This is where the real reunion is back for good. So they've already served. Now this is side message, because not everybody has a lovey-dovey, the spouse was in the military returning home. For some of you, I have to say this too, there may be somebody that may be released from prison that may be returning home, and that there's no judgment, because somebody's coming home. It says, with our combined skill sets, we're going to make an amazing team. So it's like you're going to be back at it together. You're going to work together. You're going to reestablish, because you know how it is when there's a separation and you're so used to being by yourself, and the person returns home from whatever, from serving in the military, from traveling a long distance for work, constantly traveling, or possibly returning home from prison, for whatever. Families deserve to be together. And if you're going to be happy and create a happy home for your children, that's the only thing that matters, that you and your partner are happy and you're creating a safe, loving, stable home environment for your children. That's the most important thing, regardless of the situation that caused the separation, right? With this, it's like you have to come back together, but this is going to require work, because if you were so used to taking care of the kids on your own, taking care of the home, running all the errands, taking them to their sports or taking them to school and doing everything. It's like now you have to come together and make a plan. Like, how are we going to work together? How are we going to make this? How are we going to work? So it's going to require there to be a partnership. So I think this is where it's coming in. And this is not this part of the message where I'm talking about somebody coming back home. This is for them. This is for you. You're gonna be working together because you want to make sure that the home that you're creating or you're recreating, because if there's been some time and distance, it's like this person, it's like a change. It's going to be a change of energy, a change of the home environment. It's going to require patience on both of your parts, even patience from the children, if there's children involved, because, they may have always gone to mom or dad to take care of things. But now mom and dad, or mom and mom, or dad and dad are home together. So it's a big adjustment. So it's going to require both of you to, really communicate, work together to make sure that, you could create that stable home environment for your family, right? But also, but it could be a past soulmate, somebody that you were with in the past, if it's outside of the military, or returning home from prison type of reunion, but it could be like just somebody that you may have known since you were a child. And whatever it is with the partner card, it's about there's going to be a lot of communication, open communication, a lot of understanding, working together to work out problems, not letting, it's just like being like a dynamic duo is what I want to say. You're going to be a dynamic duo. So let me see. So we got Virgo energy. We have water sign energy with the Knight of Cups. We have Virgo energy with the Hermit. We have the Devil, so that's Capricorn energy. We have the Chariot here, which is Cancer sign energy. And then we have the Knight of Wands, which is fire sign energy. I'm just mentioning the signs just in case you missed that. Okay. Oh, wow. Recommitment. Like if you and this person, this is like you're going to be working things out. You're going to be working together. For some of you, if there is some sort of adjustment that needs to be made, some of you maybe a renewal of vows. Some of you may be renewing your vows. Some of you may be seeking counseling if necessary. If there is some stress or that needs to be dealt with, from the separation itself. Maybe we're seeking counseling. But with the Hierophant here, it's like a recommitment, because this is a love reading. So some of you, there may be marriage involved if you're not married already. But for some of you, it could be a recommitment. So some of you may be renewing your vows. You may be renewing your vows. Anything else? And some of you felt like you were trapped, like that you were always in your head. Maybe you were worried that your person wouldn't come back if this is what I was mentioning, like military, or somebody returning home, a homecoming. However, it's like this person is gonna relieve you of that worry, that stress, those fears. They're gonna be there to free you from that. Because you see the person here, she's tied up, she's bound, but then there's someone here who's there with the sword freeing her. So some of you, this person is going to free you from that mental worry, that mental stress, that anxiety that you may have been experiencing. Also, this person may surprise you too, if you don't know this. I have the Three of Swords come out. Yeah, so if there may have been some sort of grief in the situation, that's sad. It's like if in the past there was some sort of heartbreak, and it's funny that this card, it did fall here under the trust. It did fall on the trust side of the table. This is right here. The trust card is right here. Some of you may be needing to heal this trust wound. You need to drop the swords, allow yourself to heal so that you can experience love. I completely understand how hard it is to open up your heart to someone new when someone has betrayed you, betrayed your trust, or has just really disappointed you in some way. But it's important for you to drop the swords and allow yourself to heal. learn from the experiences so that you can open up your heart. You can't really open up your heart if you still have open wounds. And some of those wounds may be wounds that you still hold on to mentally that may have long healed, but you just hold on to the pain and use that as an excuse as to why you shouldn't allow anybody into your life, why you should stay single, why you shouldn't trust anybody. But the thing is, like I said, you had to give people the space to show you if they're trustworthy or not, not automatically assume that someone is already untrustworthy. I'm not saying trust a person. I'm just saying that you should give the person the space to show you whether or not they're trustworthy, instead of jumping the gun. Maybe that's what you've done in the past. But that's something that you really, really need to reflect on, as you move forward. You see, the Seven of Pentacles shows somebody walking away from whatever they've invested, and he's holding that one pentacle. That one pentacle is the Ace of Pentacles, and that's a new beginning. For you, that could be a new beginning with love. But you have to close those wounds. You have to heal those wounds. Those wounds take time. But the thing is, it's like while you're healing, you're still allowed to experience love at the same time. Love can be healing at the same time. But it's important for you to be more discerning with how you trust people. Give people the opportunity to prove that they're trustworthy or to prove that they're not. Just let them show you who they are. And then what you see, let that be the guiding force about whether or not you invest in them or you walk away. People need to prove themselves to you before you. But new love is coming for you. You just have to make sure that you're closing out those wounds, that you're healing those wounds. Your past pain are teachers. You learn from that. You learn from the choices you've made, the things that you may have missed out on, the things that you didn't notice because you may have been confused or very much, excuse me. You may have been confused, right? And very much in your emotions about situations. Maybe some of you get emotionally attached too quickly. That's something that needs to be worked on. But that doesn't mean you don't deserve to experience love again. The trust first has to come from within you. If you trust yourself, then nobody could fuck with you. Because when it comes to people, and if you give them your trust, it's based on their actions. They show you if they're trustworthy or not. There's nothing you need to do other than to observe and look at things from a clear mind. Not from the past. You can use the past as a frame of reference. But remember, if this is a new person, you don't want to be comparing them to old people. You just want to look for certain things that, that don't sit well with you, That's how you know if someone's trustworthy or not. So I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope it was helpful. I hope you get some clarity, some advice, some hope, confirmations, anything that you needed to take from this reading. I really appreciate you for taking the time to watch this reading, to give this reading a thumbs up. And if you subscribe, thank you so much. And I hope to see you next time. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Take care, everyone. Bye.